I'll always remember this year for the rest of my life. It's been the most unique, intense experience, and it feels like you do it again and again and again and again. It's so hard to describe.
Hi, my name's Rob Jenkinson. I'm one of the chief instructors here at Bedford Autodrome, home of PalmerSport. And today I'm going to be acting as head judge for the Ginetta Scholarship, where we're going to be selecting one of our PalmerSport guests. They're going to be potentially winning a season racing at Ginetta in the GT Academy Championship. And they're going to be testing in various cars, starting off in a Caterham, before progressing into our Le Mans cars, and then finally into one of our fantastic GT56s.
We've travelled a long way. Myself and my friends today, we've come down from just near John O'Groats. So it's been an epic adventure just to get here. So yeah, I'm going to give it everything while we're here and see how it pans out. It's damp out there today, so the Caterhams are very squirrely, so it's certainly a bit of a steep learning curve.
We're looking for a driver that not only demonstrates a good core driving skill, but other skills, mechanical sympathy, consistency, someone that's got coachability, someone that we can work with to develop them into being hopefully a front-running driver in the championship.
Caterham was a lot of fun. It wanted to go sideways more than it wanted to go straight, which is always a battle, but it's part of the fun of them, isn't it? And the JPLM was completely different. Lots of downforce, lots of speed.
Yeah. You cut the card of that, yeah. The instructor told me just keep your foot down.
Yeah, and then curb on the right, lift, in on the left, flat again, brake, you can brake really late there.
Okay, so my name's Harry Ambrose. I've been here once before in my life in November, so you could argue I'm a newbie or green to this. This opportunity is too good to not go and have a crack at it, right, and see you get on. My dad said to me as a young lad, every time he put me in a go-kart, I was quick, but we never had the money to try. So here I am now, stood in my mid-30s going, well, why not, right?
Everybody thinks they can drive. I mean, I've done a fair bit of track days on mowing car, karting. It's not until you actually go out with somebody that knows what they're doing. I mean, you think you know what you're doing, but it's not until you get out on track with somebody that actually knows what they're doing. I was catching the lads there, I was on track, so I mean, if I beat them two, that's two out of the way, I suppose.
The reality is, do I believe I'm a contender? I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe it a little bit, but I'm also acutely aware that everyone in there and those guys who are coming flying past us now are also quick. That is very quick. Maybe I give slightly too quick, but regardless, it's just a good day out, right?
I mean, Ginetta have been established for many, many years now, and it provides some fantastic racing, and the very fortunate winner's going to enjoy a full season of racing in what is a fantastic GT race car, built from the ground up for racing.
It's got a lovely balance, the engine sounds great, you know, you've got paddle shifts and everything. It's just
yeah, it's the full experience. So I'm buzzing about driving it, and driving it here today at Bedford Autodrome on the West Circuit is, that's all you can ever ask for, really.
It's a real race car. We haven't started here with a street car and made it into a car capable of going on the track. Quite the opposite. We've made it into a real driver's car. Participants today have been able to really stretch the legs of the car and enjoy it. So the original intention of the car then was to bring new people into motorsport.
I've always wanted to start racing or be involved in racing in some capacity. So if I ever get the opportunity, I'll do it. And a week later, this email comes through and I was on it. I'd love to be involved in the next step. I've got a long way to go progression-wise, but I'd like to think the progression is there just in today to show that I have got what it takes to keep on going, that's all.
Get it on and the whole car squats.
My name is Luigi. I flew in from Denmark. I've been to PalmerSport about a year ago and thought it was just something else. And then the email popped up, do you want to be a racing driver? And I said, I'd like to try.
It's a surreal experience when you've got someone there, they're judging you, but they're not giving you any tips or terms, and you kind of just think, oh God, I'm being watched. But actually, the advice we had in the first session was really, really helpful.
Because there's a different dynamic on this, because you get the silence treatment, I guess you could call it. So you get the 8 laps of tuition, and then you get the time where you just no one says anything, so you're on your own, and that's been really good. Yeah, there's a very good standard here, which is I expected. I never expected to win. I'm not expecting to win. It's more for it's a form of competitiveness, isn't it?
I think the first lap I was just like, this is being assessed. Like I need to calm down a bit. And he was like, this is your warm-up lap. Like just take it easy and then get into it.
Oh, it's been fantastic. I mean, the adrenaline, you can tell by the shakeometer after every time you get out of the car, I'm shaking like a leaf as a more elderly gentleman. I've met a man who talks more than me. So, Alex, come on, go to chair this. The only man I've ever met who talks more than me. Come here. So, that's my new Swedish friend.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
You obviously want to enjoy the day. You don't want to think too much about the possibility of what could happen, because obviously there's many contestants. So in all likelihood, I'm not going to win, but we gave it our best shot. And you just need to enjoy it, but also find that balance between actually doing your best.
It would mean a lot for sure, but I know that everyone else that's here today also is vying for it.
I always dreamed about it, I never had the chance to do it when I was a kid.
Everyone wants to win, right? It's very high standard, I feel, so, but you never know.
But I've already got more than 2 that I'd put forward, so I think it's going to be really difficult. I think there's a lot of good drivers here and a lot of people who have ticked a lot of the boxes.
We've seen a huge array of ability, age range, and we've had some really high standard actually over the 2 days. But we have had 2 or 3 sort of standout performers, maybe as many as 5 to be fair, that we're going to have to seriously deliberate over before any decisions made. Most people are pretty good, but the ones that really have the potential to win are the ones that you feel comfortable could just jump in a race car and do a pretty good job right from the outset. Well, first of all, they've got to pass an ARDS test, so we're expecting them to study and pass that. The written being first, and if they fail that, well, you've pretty much got your winner there. Both then have to do the practical on a track day, so they won't have been involved in a situation where they're kind of examined with lots of other cars around them with all sorts of different speed and ability ranges.
It's the shootout day. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, obviously a little bit nervous, but also excited. It's a massive opportunity. I'm very grateful to be here, to have that opportunity. I think previously when I've spoken to you, I've been a little bit downplaying my chances, but you know, the truth is I can't hide it. I want to win, and I'm here to win, so I'm going to try my best. You know, I knew that there was a chance that I could get a phone call, but when it actually happened, yeah, it was like, wow, this is incredible, and you know, obviously extremely grateful as well to know that they've got the confidence to put me through to the shootout.
We're then looking for somebody that's going to be really, really accurate, calm under pressure particularly, that's not going to get flustered, and is actually going to do the job, take instruction well, and then demonstrate a high level on a circuit that they're unfamiliar with, as I say, surrounded by other cars. Normally, there's a difference between people when you throw them into a situation like that, because it's not like they'll have a lot of tuition before they're in the car and doing that for themselves.
I'm very excited, obviously a little bit nervous, but yeah, I've thought about this a lot in the last few days, so it's finally all here, so I'm really looking forward to it. I saw the number, I saw the time, and I thought, it's a random number at this time, and he said it would be around this time that they'd let it announcing, so I thought it could be it. And then I paced around the airport in Lyon and did a bit of a celebration, but tried to be quiet because there's people around me, and goosebumps, and it was like, it's happening.
We're here at Donington on a rather chilly March morning. The cars arrive now. It looks absolutely amazing in the PalmerSport colours, and the guys are about to head out. We're going to put the guys on wet tyres because the track is still greasy in places.
The first real moment where it happens, so yeah, looking forward to it. Obviously, conditions are very tricky. No ABS in this version of the car, so that's also new for us. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Okay, so once it's wrapped in, we'll just have a quick chat.
Managed to have a clean run, no major dramas, and started to really lean on the car a lot more, push the car a lot more. Obviously there's still a little bit more time out there, but given the running that I had, I'm actually really happy with my session. Yeah, that was clean. Was it?
I think I started really badly, but I think I kept it. I didn't take any risks. I didn't really push it probably as hard as I could have done. Yeah. So I think I'm more concerned about not upsetting the boss, I guess. But yeah, we'll wait and see what his verdict is. I've no idea, obviously, how we're going to compare. But yeah, may the best man win.
Obviously, I want to win, so I would be disappointed for sure if I didn't. But it's still been an awesome experience.
We'll put you through your paces today, tricky conditions, lots of cars on track, and we've seen a good indication of what we've got to do from now to into the race championship. So again, there's only one winner, and that winner is